Freeload. Everybody familiar with the Freeload area, Freeload Coaters area? Well, I am a school teacher. We got paid $75, and I was so excited to have so much money in my hands. I tell you, that was just unbelievable. We weren't allowed to dye our hair, wear makeup, drink wine, whiskey, or beer, or smoke cigarettes. And we had to wear 2 petticoats at all times. We could not be seen at night in the dark with a male unless it was our father or brother. So a lot of rules and regulations came with that. Now, I want you to know, French will not be spoken in my classroom or on the school grounds, or you will be severely punished. English is the law of the land. In order to have a decent job, you must speak English. Cajun, Creole, what kind of incorrect French is that? English must be spoken or you will be severely punished. Now, my classroom had a big stove. At 7 o'clock in the morning, we had to light the stove and we would bake cornbread, biscuits, or fig cakes. For a lot of the students coming in, they were poor. They probably hadn't eaten breakfast. And the school room was, of course, just one room, one big room. And on the wall, I had a big board with English words: house, cat, dog, dress, shoes, socks. And these were all English words that the students had to learn, or they would be severely punished again if they did not speak correct English. Now, our reason for that is on May 10th, 1869, the railroad opened the Atlantic to Pacific line, bringing visitors, travelers from California all the way to New York, the Carolinas. Jobs were opening up. Hotels were being built. Restaurants. We needed people to run the hotels, restaurants, waitresses, chambermaids, salespeople, department stores were opening, hat shops, dress shops. And in order to earn a decent wage, you had to speak English. And that was our reason. French could not be used. So, you're probably wondering, how did I become a school teacher? Well, my husband, Joseph Henry Block, worked at the Block Mercantile on the corner of Bellevue and Main Street. It was called Block's Corner at that time. And I think there's a Block Street, I'm not sure. But back then we had our corner, Block's Corner. Joseph Henry spoke perfect English, of course. He was a Jewish Creole gentleman. And Joseph Henry became the first black Creole mixed blood postmaster from Opelousas. And we were all very proud of him. He could only hold that position for 6 months. Now, someone in the console, a sashery, found out that he was 1/64 black Negro blood. How did they figure that out? Joseph Henry had blonde hair and blue eyes. He was whiter than some of the men in the console, but that's okay. Joseph Henry and I went on to establish the first school for colored children here in Opelousas. And we also had a few white kids could come. Our doors were open to everybody. Now, our school was the precursor for the St. Landry Training School on Academy Street. That was the big school for blacks, which was the precursor for J.S. Clark, which was the precursor for the Magnet School. And I'm told there's a Madame Reed, a Mrs. Reed, who teaches there. I'm not sure, but I'm sure she's not as good a teacher as I am. Maybe not as strict. Well, last time when the Marionite sisters came from New Orleans, and they opened a school called AIC. I don't know where it was. And then the Holy Family sisters came, and they opened a school called St. Joseph, which later was changed to Holy Ghost. And so I'm told those two schools came together. Don't quote me, I'm not sure. And they formed a school called Opelousas Catholic. I don't know where it is. Who knows? I mean, I have no idea where it is, but that's kind of what I heard. Now, in California, where we ended up, we opened a school in Houston, went on to California, San Francisco, and we had 6 children, all school teachers, 3 boys and 3 girls. And we were proud of them, very, very proud of them. Now, I passed away in 1933, and I'm buried here at this cemetery here. No, not me, it's my mama here. My mom is here. I'm in San Francisco, but I fly around every day to that cemetery where she's buried right in the corner. She was a seamstress. Those frilos were good with a needle and thread. And I visit around, but the main thing I am doing, I'm visiting my old students, and I want to hear, and I want to know that they're still speaking English. No French is to be spoken. Okay? Say yes, ma'am, Mrs. Blunt.
Yes, ma'am, Mrs. Blunt.
Thank you. Class dismissed.